Boston able to battle through all of the ultimates that Boston had. And maybe able to hold on.
That was the best chance they had, and now it's going to be a little bit difficult. No, gets halted straight into a concussive mine. Time is up. Now we're in overtime. It's Gamsu dropping on the payload, just gets blown up instantly. Dream Casper not even really bothering to go over towards that one. It's 3 for the Elixir Man. And what a way to put a period on this map. Houston Outlaws 1, Boston 0.
A big self-destruct out of Cool Man. Boston had everything they wanted there towards the end. They had Valkyrie, they had Dragon Blade, you had a Pulse Bomb, no support ults at that moment for the Houston Outlaws. And they're able to hold on to win map 1.
Oh, and there it is. Map 2 on the way. But in the meantime, we're going to head down to Malik on the stage to remind you of all what's at stake here today.
Four more break jumps.
3 more classes to teach.
2 more yards.
Help.
Low battery? Grab a 5-hour energy and get back to 100%.
somehow, and I'm trying to fix it, but good grief. We are just about ready to get rolling. Audio input capture. Can you guys not hear me still? Good lord. Oh boy. Oh, it's not picking up any of my audio at all, is it? Is it... Okay. One of the mics... Well... Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map as the yellow Zerg for Guns and Roaches, it is Danger Zone. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map as the red Terran, it is Davril. I'm going to trust that everything is working, and I'm going to just go from there, and if something stops working, you guys can yell at me in chat, and I'll find out in like 90 seconds, since there's a stream delay. Okay. That said, here we have the Zerg opening pretty standard, other than the 2 in gas instead of 3. Okay, the third one was rallied from the egg. And our Terran has opened with 2 racks and is gonna get a Reaper to see what he can see. We're here on Acid Plant. This is the first map of this all-kill format, and game sounds are loud. Got it. Let's see if I can do something about that. Hopefully that's better. I'm not sure if that actually did anything. It was supposed to, but it doesn't sound like it did. Reaper is doing something. I heard it, but I think it... Did it die? I heard the Reaper. I think it died. Man. So the SCV is going to go home after the Reaper died, I presume. Yeah, Reaper died. And these Lings are going to try and get a cancel on this command center. They probably will. There's not... Yeah, with the SCV down. And these 4 Lings are going to poke up and see a bunch of Marines and be ushered out. So, Danger Zone is aware of the state of the game. He's gonna get his lair and probably. This is curious. I feel like he should have gotten it. What's on his production tab? Some lings, some drones. Pretty mixed bag of stuff. Okay, there's the third. That's what I was waiting for. I was like, well, you canceled the third, what's your next step? So the Zerg is actually going to be in a pretty comfortable location from here. It's going to be up to Davril to equalize the game, shall we say. It looks like he's going to want to do that with 2 medevac drop. So probably 16 Marines with stim, which I'm guessing he's going to want to go for the main, just from his playstyle. Yeah, we'll see what happens from there. There are banelings and lings sitting out front, so these Marines actually have to be very careful. They're not pre-split, and the banelings are going to get right on top of them. Oh, that is painful. So that really takes the wind out of Davril's sails for anything he was hoping to do with these 2 medevacs that are just finishing now. Stim is also done, and Davril will drop 2 E-bays and complete his wall with supply depots. And I mean, this is just a great position for the Zerg. He doesn't have a way to win the game right this moment, but economically speaking, he's very safe and can freely drone. So other than being up on workers, there's not really anything that, well, other than this 1 medevac. I mean, that's going to be a lot less threatening than had this other medevac been ready to go with all the Marines. And this is just hitting a lot later than it should. It's like, what, a minute late? Well, there's nothing here, so maybe this 1 medevac can get something done. Okay. I was worried for a second he was going to fly over the spore. He's getting 7, 8. This is actually not bad damage. Well, he's going to lose the medevac, and that's going to be painful. Oh, wait. No, he killed this spore. Wow, okay. I thought for sure the spore was going to kill that medevac, but, okay. He can pick up and fly away. So that actually went really well for Davril. I'd say he's kind of made up for his early losses, sort of. I don't know. I mean, worker count is even-ish, and Davril has an army advantage. So when when 1-1 finishes for Davril, he might have a window to do some damage, provided he holds off this Ling aggression. Yeah, there are no banelings here yet, but they will be coming. And there is more gas for Danger Zone to get more banelings, should he commit to such. He has a lot of Ling Bane at home that's not going to be here for this fight. I think he's worried about a second drop. Maybe he's not aware that that medevac came home. He's going to break the wall, but he's not going to have any follow-up since the rest of his Ling Bane is at home. Hydralistan is done, as well as a Roach Ruin. And +1 melee is being researched. Or +2 melee, I mean to say. +1 melee was already done. That's a little bit curious. Okay, a lot of Marines coming out. Oh gosh, I'm not even getting yes, lots of Marines. So as long as he splits a little bit, I think this is... I mean, Zerg doesn't have that much right now. It's kind of all disjointed, so as long as he doesn't lose all his Marines to some nice Baneling connections, I think this should get some damage done, and put him in a decent position. He is going to start his engage, and there's the stim. He backs up, gets those Banelings, so that won't be a problem. This is actually looking pretty okay for Davril, I want to say. Yeah, he's gonna get the third, no problem, and, is there even Bane speed? I don't think so. I guess we'll watch the... Oh no, there is Baneling speed, but, I mean, this is a lot of Marines, and he really doesn't have... The Zerg doesn't have that many Banelings. Oh! If he's not splitting. Okay! He does target fire the Banelings, or enough of them, so, I think he'll be okay. Is his third CC down? I'll have to go back and check when we're not in the middle of an engagement. All the Banelings are gone, but there's not that many Marines left, so those were decent connections since he didn't ever actually split. He just microed back. The third is down, and it is an orbital, so he can float that over to location as he continues with a follow-up tank medevac, or tank marine medevac push. The aggression for Davril is not yet done. Oh, the sound music is off. I don't know if I care to fuss about that right now. So there are a couple Marauders in this mix now, which means that if he micros just the Marines, the Marauders can tank a little bit of the Baneling connections. There's a little bit of a backstab happening that's not going to get anything done for our Guns and Roaches Zerg. These Marines are pushing on creep, and they are getting a lot of damage done. These Hydras were not coming from the right angle. They just walked through so much siege tank fire, and this could end the game with this stim push. And yeah, Danger Zone is going to tap out, and Davril will take game 1. Very happy Banelings. Okay, so hopefully I've fixed my overlays and sound well enough. And it looks like we are waiting on our next platinum opponent from Guns N' Roaches. We're waiting to see if they have a second platinum player. It's a little bit unclear at the moment. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Yeah, that drop, the single medevac drop actually did a lot of damage. So good job by Davril getting that medevac in there. And those, what was it, 8 drones at least, plus a good number of lings. So, yeah, I think, looking at VSL right now, we're, I want to say, 3-3. I don't know, the bracket is really in flux with a couple things going on for VSL, so, or standings, I should say, but, yeah, this is just kind of our casual competitive tournament, clan tourney. We're currently in season as opposed to playoffs, of course. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Ah, glad to hear you're having a good day, Daunted. Yeah, we're just sorting some stuff out at the moment. Looks like we are getting a walkover for slot 2, so this will put Psyx at 2-0 for this series so far. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with slot 3. Okay. So, it looks like we're going to get our map selection done next. And we should be ready to roll soon, hopefully. Sorry to keep you guys all waiting while I sort this out. I should probably just throw it back to the waiting screen next time. But, yeah. We're just about ready to go. So far we've played on Acid Plant, so the rest of the map pool is open. Looks like we'll be hopping on to Catalyst, and things will be rolling in just a moment. So, TVP on Catalyst. I think it's a pretty fair map overall. Trying to get into the late game may be a little bit curious, but let's introduce the players. Starting in the top left-hand corner of the map, representing Guns and Roaches, spawning as the orange Protoss, it is Onions. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, as the red Terran, it is Davril, who is up. Oh, wrong thing. Up to, oh. Adjust something on my settings so I can do this a little bit easier. Okay, so Davril is scouting with his SCV. He will find that there is a normal Protoss base. And he will continue on his merry way with his SCV. So, what I was thinking about this map is taking your first three bases as Protoss or Terran is relatively doable, and your fourth, well, actually, Reaper is coming out. Your fourth base is also relatively possible. But as your fourth, you're kind of, as the Protoss, gonna have a harder time finding an opening. So Reaper does hop in and is ushered right back out by the Stalker. I don't think Davro really saw anything. Yeah, nothing to really say anything changed. Fortunately for him, everything is relatively normal on the Protoss side. Blink is being researched, and there is a second gateway on the way. A third one should probably be coming down soon-ish. Actually, it probably should have already come down, assuming he's going for a normal 3-gate blink. But it may not matter. I see we have a nice little Kelazor depot over here. Stim is about a third of the way done, and yeah. There's the other gateway. Okay, he's actually going up kind of high. I'm wondering if he's gonna get... Oh, okay, there is a forge. Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna play it safe and get a 4th gateway. Is Onions, and he's going to look to take his 3rd now. So with this, things should play out pretty normally. Here comes the drop. Both medevacs have been loaded up, but they are not moving out across the map just yet. Nah, they were waiting for that one Marine. Just had to have it. No man left behind. Well, I'm not sure that's the right application of that phrase. I'll think about that. So this drop is coming in, and there is Blink already completed. Charge is on the way. 1-1 is also on the way. So the Stalkers are already here to greet the medevacs. I feel like he should have dropped outside of the Protoss vision since there were no pylons. But he is actually going to... he does manage to get all the Stalkers here. So he is getting some damage in, and Onions is gonna tap out. Wow. Wow. That was fast. I guess he felt like he didn't have what he needed. Double medevac drop. Well done, Davril. We'll be right back. Okay, I have no idea if you guys can actually hear me right now while this thing is going. Let me know if you guys can hear this, because I'm supposed to be muted, but I don't. It doesn't actually look like I am from my end. So this is a little bit confusing. If I don't see anyone typing in chat, I will assume that I am correctly muted. But I actually doubt that is the case. I guess I will just watch the replay later. Check the section. Alrighty, we are just about ready to roll, and it will be on Eastwatch, a TVT. So, this is probably the matchup I know the least about. Being a Protoss that cannot play Terran to save my life, this will definitely be interesting. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit awkward. But here goes. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map as the blue Terran, it is Damn Photons. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map as the red Terran on a win streak, it is Davril. Now, because the second platinum player was not available today, the Guns and Roaches had to forfeit their slot 2 player, and Davril killed slot 1 and slot 3, so he took out a platinum already, and he already took out a diamond Protoss as well, so he's in great shape, it looks like. He's gonna open with what is this, a 2 rocks, and send an SCV scout across the map. And we'll see what he can get done with this. Unfortunately for him, the wall is up, and this SCV will see nothing except for the lack of an expansion, which I feel is somewhat common. I don't think you expand very fast in mirror matchups in general. But what do I know? I'm not a Terran player. See? He has one Reaper, but I'm not sure what he's doing with his, Okay. So, one Tech Lab, one Reactor for our, hometown hero, shall we say. And, on the other side, wow, these Marines look a lot like ghosts. Must be the skin. Damn Photons is going to secure his natural ramp with a handful of units. And the CC does start for Davril in his main, whereas Damn Photons is expanding on the low ground. So he will waste no time in having to float it over. I guess he feels very comfortable with his current position. And yeah, I mean, we're just looking at a non-aggression opening from both players. It's just like they've mutually agreed that being defensive is better than the chaotic nature of a one base versus one base TVT game. So both of them are going to get their expansions, play it safe, and transition to the next stage of the game. Davril's CC is completed earlier, but it's going to kind of lose all the advantages of starting based on its location. This scan, I think, did see that CC floating, but he sees the starport, and yeah, everything he needs to know, I suppose. It does have a bunker here, and he is starting his siege tank production, so I'm thinking both players are going bio. I don't expect to see mech out of either of them from this opening so far. Stim is almost done for Davril, and perhaps he will load up these two medevacs with those marines and go drop. So yeah, here comes that 2 medevac marine Stim drop that we have been seeing. Very solid way to play Terran. Kind of gives you the potential to do damage, and can work in just about any matchup. With good siege tank positioning, though, I think Damn Photons is gonna be okay. I mean, that siege tank was out, so we're gonna have to see just what... Okay, this is a nice drop location. It's gonna get a lot of SCVs for this drop. It might not end the game. Stim is not done, actually, so it will. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that concludes our all kill clan war, and we won't have to pull out any of our diamond players. Wow, I'm just stunned. I mean, like, yeah, he got better at it as he went on, I felt. Well done to Davril, really utilizing that 2 medevac drop, or in the case of the first game, a single medevac. Just getting so much damage with those Stim Marines. And like finding the openings, really. So good job, Davril, on getting your all kill, and yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Let me see, is there some quick things coming up for Psyx? I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. Saturday there will be a pro series, PVZ between Flume and Hyohyu, the Japanese Zerg, I think it is. And that will be casted by Phoenix and Lord of Terrans. In addition, there will be an in-house MVD Cup on Sunday, so you can listen to Gorgo and Snoopy handle that. And finally, next Saturday there will be another show match between Loki and Theory, so another ZVP, and good old Snoopy and Sal should be on that one. I'm sure we'll have other stuff popping up, but they're just not scheduled yet. All things said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys again soon.